Hello everyone, SR back once again with this week's Mega News Roundup. Last week we leaded off with the news that Capcom is quite pleased with the sales of both Mega Man 11 and Mega Man X Legacy Collection from last quarter. While following hot on the heels of the last video, we now have actual sales numbers to talk about. Mega Man 11 has sold 870,000 units since its launch on October 2nd, 2018. While Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 has sold 920,000 units since it launched on July 24th, 2018. These are cumulative sales across all platforms worldwide, namely Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. From a Mega Man standpoint, these are actually impressive numbers. Capcom had previously announced that over 1 million users had downloaded the Mega Man 11 demo version, meaning that there was an approximately 80% attach rate between those who played the demo and those who went on to purchase the game. And as close as they are now, it's likely that we could see Mega Man X Legacy Collection and Mega Man 11 cross 1 million units sold and get their spot on the Capcom Platinum Hits list at some point, as these games continue to go on sale at various retailers and online stores. But why exactly are these numbers such a big deal, you may ask? Consider that several Mega Man titles did not even sell 100,000 units. Granted, that was during a time when the market was oversaturated with Mega Man games, but regardless, historically for the hundreds of titles featuring the Blue Bomber and company over its 30-year history, you can count the number of Mega Man games that have surpassed the 1 million sales mark on one hand. Thanks to the aforementioned Capcom Platinum Hits list, we know those titles to be Mega Man 2 on NES, which remains the most sold Mega Man game ever at 1.51 million units. No wonder that's the only game everyone knows. At number 2 is Mega Man Battle Network 4 on Game Boy Advance with 1.35 million units. Number 3, Mega Man X on Super Nintendo with 1.16 million units. Number 4 has the most recent addition to the list, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC with 1.1 million units. And finally, Mega Man 3 on NES with 1.08 million units. That's 5 different million sellers in total. And if Mega Man 11 and Mega Man X Legacy Collection reach that threshold themselves, that will make 7. So when you consider this information and the sales history of the franchise, yes, Mega Man 11 and Mega Man X Legacy Collection are indeed hitting it out of the park by comparison. Additionally, thanks to the help of these two games, the Mega Man franchise has officially reached 34 million units sold. That means the franchise has gone from 32 million to 34 million in a mere 8-month time period, from June 2018 to February 2019. Oh yeah, Capcom and ourselves definitely have every right to be pleased. Now, there's little doubt that the whole "the Blue Bomber's back after 8 years" angle has contributed a bit to this resurgence, but the character is also being introduced for the first time to a new generation of gamers between the collections, the Mega Man Fully Charged cartoon, and of course, Mega Man 11. So our humble little fan base is growing too. It remains to be seen where Mega Man will go in the future, but for now, we can rejoice in the knowledge that he is back, and kicking a ton of butt to boot. As I've said before, a brighter future awaits us all. And it seems that future will hold a lot more merchandise. Yes, a few Mega Man X figures have been revealed over the weekend. First up from Sentinel, who has already done a whole line of 4-inch Neo Mega Man figures, comes the Mega Man X Falcon Armor Realbot figure that was announced via this sweet poster at Wonder Festival. The design is by Ichi Shimizu, who is best known for his work on Ultraman, Line Barrels of Iron, and Getter Robot Devolution. Being part of the Realbot line, this Falcon Armor figure will be a bit larger size and more detailed than what we're already used to with the 4-inch Neo line. And that's about all we know so far. But hey, the poster did make for some great emoji material courtesy of Rockman Unity's Uchi-san. Funnies aside, the Falcon Armor is featured in Mega Man X5 and X6 as one of my favorite armor designs period in the X series. Not to mention I've had good times playing around with its flight ability in X5. Out of the figures we're talking about today, I personally want to pre-order this one the most. Hey, remember the end of last year when I talked about Kotobukiya teasing a new line of Mega Man X figures? Well, that reveal has finally arrived too during the Wonder Festival. We have a prototype mold for a regular Mega Man X model kit with several points of articulation. He comes with 3 face parts, 3 hand parts including the X Buster of course, and some effect pieces. I know, Standard X has been done to death by this point, but hey, I won't say no to what looks like it will be a high quality X figure. Stay tuned for the finished product as it comes. But that's not all from Kotobukiya, as the last model kit announcement from their special stage show at Wonderfest is X in his max armor from Mega Man X3. Not much information on this one sadly, but it will be the first max armor figure since Bandai's line all the way back in 1996. Except the new Kotobukiya version will definitely be of higher quality. The full reveal is coming at Shizuoka Hobby Show in May 2019, so keep an eye out for this one around that time. I don't doubt that there will eventually be a golden hyper armor variant at some point too. A few more items on the list to consider. Capcom has launched, or relaunched, their online Capcom Store for the US, that you can check out by heading to store.capcom.com. There are a few merchandise items on sale, albeit it's looking very Monster Hunter centric right now. Not much pertaining to Mega Man, except you can purchase or pre-order a selection of Capcom video games on the site, including but not limited to Mega Man 11 in both Mega Man Classic and X Legacy collections. If you spend $60 or more in the store, you'll get free shipping. By creating an account and purchasing things, you can earn points that can be used on membership rewards, which among other things includes these Mega Man items. The Mega Man powered up car pillows for 30 points, Mega Man 9 original soundtrack for 100 points, and the Mega Man limited edition headphones in blue or gray colors for 150 points. Capcom also mentioned that you can get exclusive access to Capcom pre-orders, limited collector's editions, and other limited offers through this new online store. Hopefully that means we might see some of these previously Japanese exclusive collector's bundles come over to the States for future video game releases? One can dream. Also on the digital front, Capcom has also added, or re-added, a ton of their soundtracks to the music streaming service Spotify. There's Ace Attorney, Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and of course, Mega Man. Here's the full list of albums that you can enjoy right now. We Are Rockman 2, Mega Man Utopia, Mega Man Dystopia, Mega Man 1 through 6 Sound Collection, Mega Man 11 Original Soundtrack, Mega Man X1 through X8 Sound Collection, and Mega Man X Legacy Collection Soundtrack. A respectable list so far to be sure, though there is potential for many more to be added across the franchise. Mega Man Network Transmission is a must for me, and not to mention we're also missing Mega Man 7 through 10 on the classic side of things for some odd reason. Anyway, I don't personally use Spotify, but if you do and need to find the albums, simply search for the artist name Capcom Sound Team. Over in the book section, Udon has been teasing a new Mega Man book for some time now, and it's not the Mega Man Zero Official Complete Works reprint. Could this be a reprint of the Mega Man Battle Network and Star Force Official Complete Works art books? Possibly, though for all the teasing that's going on, it could also be something brand new like a Mega Man 11 art book perhaps. Then again, as we covered last year, there was a book for an English version of the Mega Man X Mega Mission story that was meant to be released last month in January of 2019, but we haven't heard anything since. Maybe a release date is coming then? More on this as it comes. Alrighty, I saved the big one for last. Coming hot off the heels of the recent and unfortunate death of Screw Attack in favor of a rebrand into the Death Battle channel, rest in peace Screw Attack, the king of clickbaiting themselves is up to something new on a grander scale. Or should I say a mega scale. That's right, a new Mega Man themed Death Battle is on the way. This time pitting the main Mega Man as featured in Smash Bros. Mega Man's Final Smash, all against each other in a 5-way battle royale. That's Mega Man Classic, Mega Man X, Mega Man Volnut, Mega Man.exe, and Mega Man Star Force executing their battle routines for a battle to the death, and only one can come out on top. I don't normally cover this type of stuff as news, but it's amusing enough to mention. Of course, this being Death Battle, I'm fully expecting something silly to happen, like EXE automatically losing because somebody smashed Lance PET, or pulling the plug on the internet. Though if it is a fair fight, I personally believe EXE has a real shot at surviving, especially if he's allowed to use Bug Style as it was used in the NT Warrior anime, you know, when he nearly deleted the entire cyberworld itself. Either way, I'm placing my bets on it coming down between EXE and Star Force. They have so many forms, abilities, and general shenanigans that they can do that it's pretty ridiculous. Volnut does have the shining laser, but sadly, in my opinion, he's likely going to be the first to fall, with Classic Mega Man following shortly thereafter. Classic may have the double gear system up his sleeve nowadays, but X still hasn't beat on sheer hardware. X himself has the ultimate armor in the Nova Strike, but EXE and Star Force have ways to stand up to him. Those are my thoughts anyway, but what do you think? Tell me in the comments down below which Mega Man should come out on top and why. And while you're at it, you can complain why the Mega Man ZX protagonists aren't there if you want. It's going live February 25th for Rooster Teeth First members, and February 27th on the Death Battle YouTube channel. That's all for today's Mega News Roundup. Thank you so much for watching, and for all things Mega Man, you know where to be. ShadowRockZX. Until next time, rock on. Also, new Nintendo Direct tomorrow at 2 PM Pacific time. Hype!